Hi guys, and welcome back to the what are we calling this one again? This is Ranch Talk Live. Yeah, that's right. Ranch Talk
I
Live.
thought you were gonna say like what episode or something it was at Ranch Tech Live, and I was like, oh, I have no idea.
I would really not have a clue. Do you have any idea how many of these we've done?
Every other week for over a year.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Couple things really quick. We have a new moderator tonight. I don't know if he's floating around in here, but his name is Dave. And be sure to say hi to Dave and thank him.
That's not his screen name, though.
Oh, yeah. His name isn't Dave. Sorry. His name is Carl. And Carl's screen name is Big and Rush. Carl. Hey, Carl. How are you? All right. Well, thanks, Carl, for coming in and taking care of some of these delinquents for us. We do appreciate it. We almost need a moderator on our side of things. I need somebody to just smack me upside the head every once in a while, and you won't do it. Many times as I ask her to smack me, she won't do it. All right.
Carl.
I like Carl. He's pretty cool. All right. Really quick, we got some new faces in the house here. In the house? I swear to God, I've only had like this much of that so far tonight. All right, I did see a few new names here. Claudio Liveris from Weston, Florida. I also saw Ivona Twinkle.
Hi, Ivona Twinkle.
Yeah, so thanks to everybody, and especially our new faces. Be sure you speak up and say hi, and we'll be sure to do that with you. The big news this week has been the cold front that blew in to, what is that? Northern Midwest.
Yeah.
We were actually on the outskirts of it. We were supposed to get a little bit colder temperatures today, 50 degrees.
No, it wasn't 50.
It was close to that. It felt like 50.
40 or something.
It actually felt like about 90 compared to what we've had lately.
Friday or Saturday is supposed to be 50 with 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, it's kind of, everybody's still dealing with the cold. I tried to look up and maybe somebody can help me out here. I tried to look up what the record cold temperature was for the U.S. today. And if you Google record cold temperature, everybody had record cold temperatures. So it's just like there's 9 million different things. But Big Bear Homestead said it was cold. I'll go with that.
I mean, we were below zero with the wind chill, but like our actual temperatures never drop below zero. But next week we're supposed to have 2 nights that get below zero. So we're gonna get our own little mini polar vortex. It gets cold in Wyoming all the time and nobody cares. I mean, like,
and actually, our coldest month is probably February. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think sometimes we get weird cold snaps sometimes. Gosh, we had like
You shouldn't give me a pen to play with. I'm gonna play with it all day.
Woo!
Okay.
Remember one time your mom and stepdad came and it was like -20 for like a week.
Oh, that was around like Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah, like no one cares. That's just normal. So I'm glad everybody survived. I know today was.
There was a lot of people that
though.
didn't survive. I did see that. That was there's some sad stuff. Actually, the city of Gillette had to tell people not to use your oven as a heat source.
Oh, it wasn't even cold here.
I know,
it was, but not that cold.
People were using their ovens as a heat source. I don't know.
Don't do that. I know tomorrow's supposed to be much better for pretty much most of the country.
It's kind of weird. It seems like everybody's going from -60 to by the weekend you're in the 50s. It's kind of a goofy, weird deal. But anyway, yeah.
I like the 50s. Let's have some more of that, please.
Have more 50s? Yeah, we can do that. So speaking of cold weather, though, you get to get out of a little bit of it. You're going to go to San Diego next month.
I thought you were talking about where I'm going tomorrow. I'm like, I'm just going to Casper.
Yeah, you're going to Casper tomorrow, but you're going to San Diego in February.
Yeah.
So you'll be all tan and nice by the time you get back.
I'm there for like 3 days.
You're just going to hang out on the beach all day, aren't you? No. No.
I doubt we'll even get to the beach.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to be answering some questions later. We're going to do a little Q&A as we usually try to. We're going to talk about some of our bigger projects that we've got coming up here on the ranch. We have a viewer comment that we're going to talk about a little bit, and we hope that you guys chime in on it as well. Also, mail call is coming up. We have a viewer email that we're going to look at, and also talk about what's coming up on the ranch for future live streams, and also what's coming up as we move right along here. So I did see that somebody mentioned here, I saw there was a thing that said, why did you change the logo? I don't remember who that was. Let me scroll back if I can remember how to do this. Somebody asked why we changed the logo.
Brayden, you just
Did I scroll past
Yeah,
it? I don't know.
Braden Brickford.
Okay. Why did we change the logo, Erin?
Because we wanted to.
Yeah.
It's time for an update.
Yeah, it is. It's just time to
been
do
2
something
years.
different.
We're allowed to. It's our logo. We'll do what we want with it. We're still going to use this logo. All of our merchandise, all of our merch still has. Matt hates the word merch.
Yeah.
Still has this logo, so you're still going to see that logo. But we just it's time to
Something new. Something,
time to
something new
rebrand
to
a
do.
little bit. Yeah.
We did have a little fun with it here. Check this out. See, that's fun.
Yeah. We
A
got
little
an
something
animated
different.
logo.
Yeah, yeah, it's just something new and something different to play with and be able to throw on. We have some new merch coming out second week in February, I think. Why do I keep now? I said merch. Now I'm gonna get smacked. Matt's gonna call me and
What are
be
you
like, "Don't
talking
say
about?
merch." New T-shirts, stuff like that with
Have
the new
you
logo.
ordered new t-shirts?
Yes, it's on our board over there. New merch. I hate the
See,
word
you don't
merch.
talk to me about these things.
No, it's you wrote it. It's in your handwriting on the board. New T-shirts. It is. I swear. With the weather kind of laying down a little bit here and getting a little bit nice, we actually went out and let the chickens out for the first time in forever. Yeah, they have been locked in for quite a while.
They were closely supervised in case the badger came back.
Yeah, we
Like,
do. I actually got
supervised.
one. I got one badger.
You did?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's another one floating around somewhere.
I swear you never tell me anything.
We're all so busy. It's hard.
But can you just give me an update every day? Can I get a ranch update every day?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we let out the chickens today. The chickens, they are out. Well, actually, they're not out now. We wouldn't put them back in. Chickens and geese, we are down to about 10 chickens right now.
Yeah, which is perfect for us.
For just us. But yeah, we're down to about 10 chickens. That will probably be changing this spring though. And that brings us to
We're gonna try again.
one of our big projects that we have coming up. And that is going to be reworking the chicken house and actually fencing in.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Fencing in the entire chicken house?
Expand upon we have a fenced in chicken run. The badger did dig underneath it. So originally the plan was just to redo that and reinforce it and bury some chicken wire. And we kind of were just like, well, if we're going to do it, like, let's make it. We've had so many predator problems the last couple of years. And the chicken run is definitely adequate size, but we're like, let's just, while we're at it, like, let's just make it bigger. And also, like, predators can get underneath the chicken house because it's actually not directly on the ground. So we would have had to do a bunch of work to get that secure and stuff too. So we're just going to enclose the whole chicken house. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a process. That'll probably be, I don't know, we'll probably do it over a couple of videos and show how we're going to trench in and bury
wire.
So Hogan's Heroes can't tunnel under. And, we'll figure it out as we go. Are we putting a top on it this time?
I don't know.
Because somebody's talking about getting more peacocks.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to get peacocks, we got to put a top on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're
going to get peacocks. Like, I was just looking at them. So, yeah, we're going to order more peacocks. So, and eventually, if we get the predator problem under control, and peacocks can fly, so they're a little bit safer, they'll be able to free range, but not while they're young, because they're expensive.
Right.
Very expensive. So, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Somebody asked what we were drinking. What are you drinking?
Malibu and Diet.
Malibu and Diet. And I've got 7 and 7. So.
Fort Knox Chicken House. Yeah. Hashtag Fort Knox Chicken House. We're doing that. That's what we're doing, Mark.
That, yeah.
How much snow do we have? 0 in some spots and feet in other spots.
Yeah, I had to go. We had fuel delivered yesterday
Yeah.
to fill up the fuel tanks, and I had to go plow out the fuel tanks so that the fuel truck could get in there. And yeah, it was good. There were spots in there where it was good 3 feet deep, drifted, of course.
Yeah.
And then other places where there's nothing. So, and then it's been over the last few weeks, we've had these freeze and thaws. So
Icy.
underneath, there's 2 inches of ice at the bottom of the snow. So
Yeah, but a trencher can just eat right through that ice.
yeah,
When
true.
we do the,
When we do the chicken house,
we're gonna have to do some plowing
Mhm.
and take advantage of this nice weather, and then yeah, do some trenching.
Yeah, for sure.
Tim, thank you, Tim Lash, thank you for the super chat.
Yes, the history of Gillette. I like the history video. Do you like the history videos?
Yeah, I think they're cool.
I think they're kind of cool. That we actually, it was funny as we started the history videos just talking about our history,
Mm-hmm.
and then people were like, can we learn more about the history? And we went into the homestead history, and then the last one was Gillette history. And I actually got an email from the curator of the museum here. Is he called a curator? What is he, a
Think so.
director?
I don't know. Ask him.
I could ask him what his title is. He would let me know. He sent me an email, wanted to know when we were going to do the next one and what the topic was going to be.
Oh.
So that is going to be coming up. We'll figure that out for next month. So, all right. Where was I? What was I talking about? I'm talking about the chicken house.
Yeah.
And the history video. And then, of course, this week you also had your chicken chili video.
Super chat.
Oh, there's another super. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
There's another super chat.
How do you make the mouse go up on the TV?
Let's see, another from Ralph Woodward. Love the new logo. Cause of audio problems. Are we having audio problems right now? I don't know if we are or not.
What was the problem last week, though?
Oh, what was the
kind of
problem
figured
last
it
week?
out.
We kind of figured it out. According to the company that makes the software that we use, they said it was a USB bandwidth issue, which I think we have fixed, I hope. So that's what I know. I don't really know much. I just go right along. So
I'm glad. It seems like we're not having problems this time. So good job. It seems like you got it fixed.
Yay.
So
Yay
it
me.
was kind of a 2-week-long project.
It was ridiculous.
Off and on. You were
Well,
working
we
on it.
started the problem with Nick when he was up here.
Yeah.
But what's weird is there's nothing different than what we were doing before. So there's people have, there's updates to programs, there's updates to drivers, and everything has to be able to talk to each other exactly the right way.
Perfect.
And they never do.
Mhm.
So, all right. Also this week you had your chicken chili video.
Yeah.
I did hear a rumor that Dennis was going to make the chicken chili. I
saw
think I saw that
that,
on Facebook. And I don't know if anybody else has tried the chicken chili yet, but it is good. So if you are looking for something to try, that's a good one. And did you come up with a name for your cooking segments?
No.
No, she did not.
There was a lot of people that said like Erin's edibles, and all I think of is marijuana. So,
All right.
so yeah, no edibles in the name.
Yeah, that's probably
As the
good. Then.
marijuana movement takes hold in more parts of the country, yeah, I think that we'll stay away from edibles.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. If you don't know what the heck we're talking about, we put out a weekly newsletter. You can sign up for it on our website. And in that newsletter, Erin asked folks if they would help her come up with a name for her cooking segments. So, we could have.
I want my own
something.
intro.
You want your own intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of like the Erin's Eats.
I kind of like Erin's Eats. I kind of want something that's just a little bit more generic and not like.
Eats is not generic enough?
Well, I can't explain what I want, so that's why I can't figure out what I want. So
Yeah.
it's a different. You know how branding is, and like coming up with names and stuff. Like it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the easiest thing in the world, and I'm having a hard time communicating. I like Erin's Eats. Erin's Eats is probably like in the lead, but it's just not quite my favorite.
Right.
We'll get there.
We'll figure it out. Miss
Or
Erin's Food Show.
we'll go with Erin's Eats, and it'll be just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
If we go with Erin's Eats, it means I couldn't come up with anything else. So,
I already did. If you got the last herd report, I already did make a little Erin Eats
Yeah.
logo type thing, and it's like the neon sign from the
And I
old-fashioned
like
diner,
that.
And I was gonna put some work into it and animate it, like they clicked it on and
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes on like the neon thing.
But you didn't do that.
I didn't do that because it's hard, and Erin would be like, I don't like it. I don't like the name anymore, so
I
change
do have
it.
to decide what Erin's munchies, yeah. Munchies, edibles. We're not doing that kind of cooking.
No,
Yeah.
we're not in
sorry.
college anymore.
We're not in Colorado.
No, that too. We also had the stock tank experiment going on this last week too, and that's kind of it's kind of still ongoing. I didn't really finish it up last week. It's just because there's so much different stuff to test, and like being able to do different times and different types of tank heaters. Whether we do floating tank heaters. I've had a lot of people ask me to do the sinking tank heaters. Which the ones that we get, the sinking tank heaters don't have the thermostat, so I figure they're 1500 watts. They're going to use exactly what the floating one does if it never turns off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe it'll be different. Maybe I should try that. Mike from up in Kalispell is trying to get me to do the plug heater. It actually goes in where the plug is at the bottom of the tank, and then it heats from the bottom, kind of like a sinking heater or something like that. So I'm working on that. So yeah,
I saw a lot of comments about get a propane tank heater. We used to have one of
I have
those.
one actually. Gilbert bought one like not long before he passed away,
So hazardous.
and it's never been used.
That thing is, they're crazy dangerous, man.
The new one is not bad.
Your old one was
The old one was scary.
dangerous.
Okay, so these propane tank heaters, they're basically a big, think of it like a tube that goes into the water. And then at the bottom, it has the pilot light and like a little burner, just like you would have in a stove or anything else. So this one that Gilbert had for years didn't have any of that junk. Basically, it was a tube and it shot propane out. That was pretty much it, down at the bottom of this thing.
Stick a light in.
So yeah, Gilbert would light a piece of paper and throw it in there after he'd go turn it on first of all. So you'd have propane just going like
building
crazy.
up.
And then he would light a piece of paper and throw it in there. And you would hear it from across the road. So it used to be over at the bull tank. That's what kept the bull tank open. And you would hear it whoosh, from all the way over here on the other side of the road. And then Gilbert would come back and he'd be slightly smoking. His eyebrows might be gone. He'd have a glove that was maybe burned up a little bit. Very exciting stuff.
Gilbert, we always used to burn trash. Gilbert always used to, and we quit that after Gilbert was gone. We also had a severe drought that summer, and it became really dangerous to burn trash. But he'd come back like missing an eyebrow and be like, Gilbert, did you light the trash? Yep, it's going.
Well, he would also pour diesel fuel on the trash too,
and again,
to make sure that it went. Yeah. So I don't know. It's an interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of options for stock tank heaters.
There is, yeah. There's just tons of different things. One of the big ones is insulate the tanks, which I can't do because I'm actually borrowing those tanks from Jess at Thars. So I got to take them back when we're done with them. So I don't want to, do a bunch of stuff. Gilbert used to spray foam tanks.
And then chickens and cows would kick it off and
rub on it. Yeah, it's constantly.
The Ritchie waters are ideally what you would buy.
Yeah, we've looked at those. The problem is that the upfront cost of putting them all in, putting in new water lines, because, right now we have a water line to one tank that can feed all the cows. I think those Ritchie waters depends on the size, but they're usually for about 20 cows or so, maybe more. And then you can, you'd have to have more than one, obviously, or else they'd be like waiting in line halfway to the highway.
Yeah.
And cows don't wait in line.
We need probably at least two. We'd need to move locations so that they can access from all sides. I mean, and it can be done, and it's ideally what you would do, but it's always that balance, I think, with ranching of like, this is more efficient in the long run, but it costs a lot of money up front.
Right.
So how do you got to pick and choose which projects you do every year.
That's very true. Christian Anna asks how many cows do you have? We have right around 150 cows. And Asia Me said, how come the bulls get the bales whole? And that's because they eat out of that big ring thing that bale goes into. We call it a bale feeder. It's probably got a more sophisticated name than that. But that supposedly keeps most of the hay inside there. And there's only 5 of them over there. So they can all gather around it. We don't do that with cows because you can't fit that many cows around one. And then we would need, how many cows can fit around a ring feeder? You think maybe 10 at a time. So yeah, it'll be interesting to.
And that's because, like with the cows, they eat all the hay that you put down every day.
They do.
The bulls can't eat a whole bale in a day, although they try.
Yes, they do. They do try. Here's a question for you, Erin. Do chickens lay more in the summer?
Oh yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know this. Don't pretend like you don't know.
I'm asking you. You are the chicken lady.
Yeah, they lay more in the summer. They quit in the fall, or they slow down, and then about this time of year, they're like we're getting a few eggs. They pick up this time of the year as the days get longer. They'll molt in the fall, and they molt again in the spring sometimes, and that makes them quit laying. And yeah,
Exactly. Kyle Wessels, if you're having trouble signing up for the herd report, just shoot us an email. You can send it to mail@ourwyominglife.com and we'll give you a hand doing that. Sometimes there's an issue with like the spam stoppers or whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
ad blockers.
Ad blockers or something like that sometimes has an issue. So yeah, just shoot us an email. We'll make sure we get you signed up.
We have super chat.
We got another super chat for $20. That looks like Tyler up there in the picture.
That is Tyler.
I gotta scroll up here a ways. Holy crap, man.
Sorry, Tyler. We weren't
Sorry about that.
you.
Just got back from serving our local banquet. Oh, cool.
I'm glad you made it.
Glad
Thanks
you
for
made it,
joining
Tyler.
us.
Do appreciate it. And then there was another one down here from Ivan somewhere.
That's not what it says on the screen.
No, but that's what the picture says. That's Ivan. I don't know what that says. Well, actually, that says Ivan. That's his first name.
Okay.
We're already in California. My mom was getting ready to cook with the meat that we got from your ranch. Too hot in Sacramento. Ivan stopped by here, what, yesterday?
No, it was a couple days ago.
You sure? I think it was yesterday.
It wasn't yesterday.
Okay, well, Ivan stopped by and bought some beef from right here on the ranch, took it back out to California with him.
Tuesday.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Doesn't matter.
Tuesday, it's Thursday.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what day it is.
What did
It
you
was
do?
yesterday, maybe. All right.
Ivan, what day were you here?
He'll let us know. Except for he left a super chat so we catch it. All right. So
We
we.
don't super chat your answer, Ivan. Just tell
Yeah,
us
you
what
could
day
just
you were.
text me too if you wanted to. We'll know. All right. So we got a question on, I think it was Facebook, from Carrie Ann. Hello.
No, that's YouTube.
What's that?
That's YouTube.
Is that YouTube? Hello, I have nothing to do with farming, but I was wondering how you deal with the difference between pet and livestock. This is something that the kids have to deal with quite a bit. We end up having to explain to them, and this is something you guys can chime in on too if you have your own animals and how you deal with it. We have Bambi, of course, who is Mackenzie's pet cow, and Bambi was born like when Kenzie was 2. I don't remember. But they've always been best buddies. And here's a couple pictures. This is Mackenzie when she was little. Bambi was probably about 6 or 7 months there. Bambi's mom passed away during birth, and we ended up hand raising her. So she ended up becoming very much a pet, you know. She loves the kids. She sees the kids. She comes running, and she gets her pets. And you know, she is a pet cow.
Yeah.
Very much so. But she's about the only one that's really like a pet cow that we have right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, there's others that are friendly, but I wouldn't call them like pets. Like Bambi is a pet.
Yeah, pretty much. She'll follow you around all day long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just when you have livestock, you're gonna have some that are become more friendly, and some that you become attached to, and some that you bottle raise, and you just I think like I enjoy the pets, but they're not all pets, and
Sometimes pets are a pain.
and the pets have to
too.
go away. Like, that's the reality. Is like you can't. They're not. Bambi's not gonna be here forever,
Yeah, true.
unfortunately. And like we've already checked. Like Bambi's not old. What is she? 5?
5, I think.
So she's not going to be here forever. We know that. And like we already, like Mackenzie also wants to keep every single one of Bambi's calves. And so like we have Princess Elsa, which is one of her calves, but we've had to really much so have that conversation that we can't keep every single, and Bambi has heifers. We can't keep all of Bambi's calves. And,
Right.
you know, it's just something that you have to deal with, I guess. And I enjoy the pets. I do.
To a point.
To a point. Sarah the cat was trying to help me clean out the car today.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
We have barn cats, I guess, and we do have a couple pet barn cats.
Yeah.
Most of them are not even, you can't even get within 10 feet of them. They'll take off running. We have chickens. Do you have any pet chickens?
No.
When you have roosters, do you consider the rooster your pet?
No.
Roosters are a giant pain, by the way.
I mean, obviously, like I get like the geese. I've had like the white goose. Like I've had her for years. Like we get attached to them,
Mhm.
but I mean, I was attached to the peacock.
Right. Peacock was very much a pet, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew it too.
Honestly, what happens with livestock is like once they require special care, like Bambi needed special, she was bottle raised. It's like once they need more help, they become pets.
Yeah.
If they're just
I don't know.
do their-
I still don't really consider them pets. I mean,
No.
they're still livestock, obviously. For kids, it's a different deal, and we have to deal with that with our kids, and teaching them the difference. We have pigs. The pigs are cute, they're friendly, but none of them are a pet.
No.
They're going to be gone before too long.
The nice
Actually,
thing with
so.
the pigs is like it's hard to identify like an individual pig
Mhm.
because we get several that look the same.
True.
So it's hard to like remember which one is your pet because there's 4 others that look the same.
Yeah, yeah, and we've actually had this happen with cows that have been bottle raised, especially calves that are bottle raised. Then we take them to auction, and they don't bring anything at auction because they're too tame.
Yeah.
We had one that somebody thought it was the auctioneer thought it was blind because it would just kind of follow everybody around. And then,
If we have a bottle heifer, as long as it wasn't a twin, like we typically will just keep her.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they become a giant pain. So
It's always nice to have one Bambi though. Like we had Kirby
we did have Kirby.
years ago.
Yeah.
It's
Kirby
nice
was
to
kind
have
of a pain.
one. Because then like when like people come out to the ranch that have never been around a cow, you can be like, come pet a cow, and Bambi will give you a kiss.
Yeah, exactly. We also have the horses. They're very much pets, of
Yeah.
course. But they still, I don't know, they still live in, they live
They
in a
don't live in the
corral. They don't
house.
live in the house. But they're more pets than anything.
Yeah.
Steers, obviously not. It's just that one that,
And we know, like the steers, like I think maybe the first year that we finished steers, it was kind of tough, but we know what they're for,
right.
right? I mean,
Yeah, exactly. And the kids know, and everybody knows. And it's just something that everybody has to deal with, at least around here.
mhm.
So, yeah. So, Carrie Ann, that's kind of your answer. And hopefully, if you got a chance to read any of the comments, some people would be able to, enlighten you there. And don't forget Mike's big white steer. Yeah, he's not so much a pet either. He's more of a tool to be able to move cows around.
He's kind of a pet.
He's kind of a pet, but he's not exactly the most friendly thing in the world sometimes too. So he has
Yeah.
moments. This weekend we actually have a video coming up about cows and cow psychology and how their brains work and different little cow quirks and stuff like that. And we're going to be able to go over some of that. So.
Yeah.
If you are, here's a really quick thing. If you're answering a question that I'm not getting to, be sure to check out our website. You can go to the facts page. There are some those frequently asked questions that you can get answered there as well. So you can do that. So, all right, moving right along. It's almost 7:30, so that means it's almost time for mail call. And I don't have anything to kill 2 minutes on.
I got a question.
Shoot.
Arthur Howell says starting crops for a market garden. I will be starting crops for my market garden here before too long. If you are starting crops for your own market garden, I made some videos last year about, there's several seed starting videos, and also I made a video last year about how I plan and organize and figure out how much seed I need. But I haven't ordered seed yet. I have to do that. So.
You have to order seeds.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've been looking, trying to decide what I want to do. But it is that time of year, time to order seeds. Make a plan. So
from JB Well, $10 super chat. Thank you
you.
very much. Where did your intro music come from? It's actually from a band called the Barn Burners, and honestly, it's just a jam session. It's a jam session they recorded and came up with that, and
then we bought the rights.
And we got it. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little thing. And actually, there is a longer version of it that they played around with. I think the longest is like 30 some seconds or something like that. That they goofed around.
Yeah, we
with
have
it,
we have the short 10. Well, we have a 15 and a 30-second.
Yeah, they did a couple different.
And then you
versions,
chop it up even further.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so time for this wonderful thing we call mail call. And we're back. Mail call is actually something we get to do every time every other week at our live stream, and that is where we take letters and stuff that we get sent by our viewers and get a chance to thank you for it, and also share what they're sending. So to start us off, this is a very cool calendar sent to us from Jim Yoakum, who is in Southern California. His wife is from Hawaii. They managed to come up this year for farmers market
Mhm.
while they were out traveling, and they stopped at farmers market. We got a chance to meet them, and yeah, this Erin. They figured Erin would really like this. This is a bunch of
That's flowers.
Hawaiian type flowers, which I
Thank
can't
you.
show. There we go.
Where's your saddlebag? Christy wants to know.
There, I can see them. They're right over there. I forgot to grab them. But actually, we have boxes, so they wouldn't have worked anyway. So, and also the license plate thing has been ongoing. I have a quick video that I want to show you about the license plate deal. But we're going to take just the ones that we've had here in the last few days.
Where'd that one come from?
These are from today.
I know nothing
Yeah.
about what goes on here.
I went and got the mail this
I
morning.
know, but you didn't share those with me. Who sent us the custom one?
I'll show you in a second.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a surprise. Everybody acts surprised. I've already shared it with them, so you're
No,
the
you
only one left out of
haven't.
the loop. All right. From New York, we got plates from Kevin Smith. From Alabama, we got Justin Gobbles sent us some plates from Alabama. We got some mystery plates from Ohio with no name.
No name.
It was kind of weird. Thorsten and Ella Schoenwetter from Germany sent us some German
I'm sure
plates.
you didn't say that name right.
I'm sure I didn't either, but I tried and then I just moved on.
Yeah, we got some
I
Germany.
didn't hang on my mistake, see, but you brought it up. So, Erin posted a picture of those on the
Is
Facebook or something.
Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, so you got to see those. And from Panama, Larry Belker sent us a license plate too from Panama. And we got these today, and I haven't had a chance to hang them up yet. So let's run through these really quick. From Ty and Mackenzie, the Mud Creek Ranch, they sent us these custom Wyoming
Where'd
plates.
you get these?
I don't know where you get them. I guess I should
This is
show
like
you.
a novelty thing, though, right?
RWY, like,
Because
yeah.
we don't have that many letters on our plates.
No, these are like printed special. Unless he works at the license plate
Do
printing.
you work at the prison?
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
But that's where our plates are made in Wyoming, right?
Honestly, I don't
we
know
don't
where
know.
our plates are made in Wyoming. I know Folsom makes
Yeah.
license plates for California, though,
California.
because we've gotten some of those. This is a card from them. They sent us a Christmas card. A
Oh,
little late, but
thanks.
you can read that. Very prosperous New Year's. Love what you guys do. You know, all that good stuff. Thank you very much, Ty and Mackenzie.
Oh, they're from
Oh,
Laramie.
they sent us another one too.
They're from Laramie.
Oh, they're from Laramie. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
5. That's Laramie. In Wyoming, the first number in the license plates tells you what county the
Yes,
The
and then
owner
we
is
only
from.
have 5 because there's not many people here.
Right.
So we have a county.
Actually, they're using letters now too, so that helps. It's not
Is
just
there
numbers. Yeah, they use letters too. So thank you,
My
Ty and
license-
Mackenzie.
But we, like, Wyoming does, we should do an episode on Wyoming license plates and how they work. Because when I moved out,
You put them on the car.
well, no, it starts at 0 for each county. And
Right.
so that's like a big coveted thing in Wyoming is to get your low license plates. So like the ranch truck is a 2-digit number. My car's 3. My mom has a 3 number or 4 number.
4 number.
And I remember when I moved out of state in college, and like I've had my same license plate. So you get to keep your same number. So I've had my same license plate since I was 18. Gilbert gave me my number. That's a big deal. Like people will these down. They're passed from family member to family member. I remember
People will their license plate
yeah,
numbers here.
it's a big deal. People are like, you only have 3 numbers. Is that because there's nobody that lives in Wyoming? Yes.
Yeah.
We're okay with that.
I almost got into a fight at the little store one time with this guy that was mad that I have a 2-digit license plate
Yeah,
number.
well, there's 9 people that have 1-digit license plates in each county.
Yeah.
Like, there's somebody that has county 1, number 1.
Yeah. All right, from Bill Penner in Morden, Manitoba, 2 license plates. One is older and one is newer, I'm guessing.
Well,
Maybe
one's
not.
from Wisconsin and one's from Canada.
That's because I messed it up. Here we go. All right,
Do you want me to hold them?
there you go.
We got some Canadian ones. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you very much.
It's hard to do this. It's like backwards.
I know, you always laugh at me when I do it.
Friendly Manitoba.
From Brad Knudsen, we got a license plate from Wisconsin.
Thank you.
And from, I know that I saw this one, from Dave Kuntz from Minnesota. So I've got a quick video that I'm going to show you about the license plates that we have up, and you can check them all out. But first, let's finish up with mail call. I got some wicked cool socks from Tammy Rush.
From Nurse Tammy.
From Nurse Tammy.
Thanks, Nurse Tammy.
NASA socks to go with my NASA shirt, which you might have seen me wear a couple times. And then we got a box from New Zealand. No, this isn't from New Zealand. This is from Austin.
I think he had sent some license plates.
Austin, I've been a subscriber, or my name is Austin. I've been a subscriber for a year. I love your videos. I see you're wanting plates. Lives in Leavenworth, Kansas. Kansas plate. Thank you very much.
It's probably on the wall
Austin.
already.
It's probably on the wall already, yeah. All right, moving right along. From Alfie in New Zealand.
He wrote a big long note.
He did write a big long note. He actually sent some stuff for your mom,
Yeah, I don't think
which is pretty cool, but you don't have it here. So,
Did you put, do you have this? The pictures I sent you?
missed the license plate.
There's two in them.
Yeah, I put the other one up on the wall. This is a New Zealand license plate.
See, I want to know how do your numbers work, Alfie? You're not here. See, and there's a sticker and numbers and letters. Like, how does that work?
Alfie's not here because it's probably like midnight there or something. A bunch of books from Alfie, and we got this really cool.
You had some stuff clanking around down there in that box.
Yeah, I got some wire strainers, wire tighteners, and all kinds of interesting stuff from New Zealand. Alfie's been making these Our Wyoming Life jackets. This one is for us to give away. We're not going to do it tonight, but we are going to give it away
Next time?
next live
Sometime?
stream, and I'll tell you why coming up. Because it's a very special live stream. Our next one is some wire, some fence wire tighteners. These are like ratchet deals.
I don't understand how those work.
So you wrap the wire around this, and then you turn it,
You should make a video about
and you
it.
can tighten it up.
Do they make these in America, or is this
Yes,
just a
they
New
do.
Zealand thing?
No, they make them in America. But this is probably made in New Zealand. Yep, made in New Zealand.
All right, you should make a video about those.
Some
Salt and pepper shakers.
salt and pepper shakers from New Zealand.
He sent us some candy too.
He did send candy. Oh, and so did the folks from Germany. They sent
Where's that?
German candy for the kids. Remember, they were the German gummy bears.
I didn't see
They were in the
those.
box. They were frozen. Remember, you were like, these are so cold.
Oh yeah, they were just regular gummy bears. What's the brand? The gold package? Haribo. That's not right.
Haribo or something? Yeah. Maybe that's a German brand.
No, that's not a
Okay, well,
German.
they know kids like gummy bears.
The
They
New
sent
Zealand
gummy bears.
candy that was like gummy worms and then these like marshmallowy things.
Oh, yeah, Grace was mad because those were all gone.
Did you eat them all?
No, I did not.
And there
Either
was,
the
like-
dog did or Lincoln did.
And there was like dots too, but like different than dots.
Oh, it's 1:30 p.m. in Australia. So New Zealand won't be too much different.
Okay.
Alfie's probably working. Is probably what's
Yeah.
going on.
So anyhow, if you live in another country and you want to send candy, we're okay with that. Like, I think it's fun to try other candy. It's different.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's interesting.
I did it, like the kids enjoyed the little candy mix that
They
Alfie
did,
sent.
and like I said, Grace was mad that it was gone.
Yeah, those little marshmallow things. I tried one. I like the gummies. I like the dots.
I
better.
think Lincoln ate it all. Maybe. It wasn't me.
He ate like a dozen circus peanuts today in like 3 seconds, so I wouldn't be surprised. Thanks, James.
A few license plates on a wall may seem like a really silly thing. In fact, it started out that way. But over the past few months of receiving plates on a daily basis, they've come to mean so much more. Each and every time I walk in the shop and look at the project list, I see the same things that we try to share with you. I see things that mean a lot. Yes, they may just be pieces of metal, but they're a part of your life, history of your area, and your home. I see your personalization, the things that you're most proud of, but most of all, I see you. Where you're from, and how far Our Wyoming Life reaches. Even if it is just for a few minutes a week. Keep those plates coming, because on this wall, we can see what really matters. People, places, and a message.
All right, we are back, and we have a lag. It sounds, well, maybe not. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, I hope we're back anyway. We did, just in case this week, if we had our difficulties, I'll show you this really quick. We made a very handy little thing that would pop up, and if we were having video difficulties and we are experiencing technical difficulties, please enjoy the rest of the show.
We were gonna pretend we're on the radio.
We were just going to talk. Yeah. I think there might be a little bit of delay. It kind of looks like it. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. All right.
These dang computer things, like, why can it not work?
I don't
It's
know. See, it
not our
works fine
internet.
for half of the darn thing, and then it starts to but maybe it's just fine. Is there any plates that we're missing on the wall? Any states? We're missing Oklahoma. We don't have a Maine plate. I think I have a Nevada. I need to go through and do an inventory
Yeah.
of some sort and try to figure out if we're missing something.
Mhm.
So, which we might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to go through and do an inventory and figure out where we're missing. We've got some Europe plates now, the New Zealand plates.
We got a New Zealand plate. We've got the Germany plates.
Yeah.
It's oh, you know what else you forgot to show was the stuff from Alfie.
Oh, that's what I have.
Yeah. So I'm going to rewind back into mail call here really quick because I do feel like it's important to give people credit. And
Yeah.
Alfie sent stuff for the kids as
We
well.
have Arkansas, Emma. Thank you, though.
Some plates,
Some
some
plates.
trucks and stuff for Lincoln.
Some headbands for the girls, which they love and have been wearing.
Is this stuff for you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming.
Well, it's not for me.
It's mine now.
And some stickers for the kids. So thank you very much, Alfie. We do appreciate it. So we have coming up in our future live streams. I'll talk about this now. I was going to talk about it later, but I'll talk about it now before I forget. Next live stream actually takes place on Valentine's Day. Just
It
the way
is?
that the whole calendar thing lined up.
Well, happy Valentine's Day. I guess you know what we're doing for Valentine's Day.
Aaron said nobody's going to be at our live stream on Valentine's Day. I said they might. People could be at the live stream.
Mike
You
wants to know where the jackalope's at.
Oh, he's right over here. Here, let me switch cameras so you can see him a little
There
bit.
it is. It's right here.
That is, he doesn't have a name yet.
Flea.
Flea. The girls think he has fleas. So
He probably still has fleas. Yes.
I do have a video though of her the other day trying to give him a kiss.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
So-
Lincoln be like, stop!
Yeah, don't kiss the jackalope.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Don't kiss the jackalope.
Maybe that's what we'll do on Valentine's Day. We'll have kissing the jackalope contest. So our next live stream is on Valentine's Day. And we are planning, you know what, David, you hit it right on the head. We're having a couples night. We actually are inviting a couple other YouTubers that you may know, you may not, but I'm hoping that you do, that they are going to be joining us on our live stream. And they are a couple. They've been married for 38 years. In fact, their anniversary is really close to Valentine's Day and have become pretty good friends of mine. And I'm glad that they're going to be here. I'm not going to tell you who it is though. So they have a lot more subscribers than we do though. So they're going to be here hanging out with us, not live because they couldn't make it up, but we are going to have them on Skype.
Yeah, they're not coming.
No, they're not coming, but they will be. They'll be in the computer living with us. So that
Not
will
live on the couch.
No.
But
No, but it is February 14th. So why not grab your honey and come on down and hang out at our next live stream, February 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got over there? Where'd that come
I
from?
got a peacock. We were talking about peacocks earlier.
Right.
I got a peacock.
Are you gonna show everybody, or are you just gonna make everybody guess?
Can you even see him? Here's my new peacock. He'll
Yeah.
fare just fine against the badgers.
Yeah, I could chew on him for a while. It wouldn't be any problem.
So my mom got this for me. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. She said she felt bad for us and for me after our peacock
She should.
passed. I do miss having him around.
Her dog attacked the peacock big as crap one day. Remember that?
Yeah.
The peacock flew in her yard.
I don't know what he was doing in her yard. I mean, it's kind of his own fault that he went in there. But he was fine. He didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
He lost some feathers, which is like their natural defense.
Hmm. Oh yeah, he lost a lot of
It's
feathers.
the feathers. But
So,
yeah, so I got a yard art peacock, permanent addition to the ranch.
ain't going nowhere.
And he's solar powered. So
Harbo. There we go. Mexican company.
okay.
There you go. That's the.
Thanks, Justin. That was a long time ago that we talked about that.
Yeah, it was. Apparently he's buffering hard.
Vacuum.
How much is a peacock?
So I found some today for $41 a chick and some for $55
Oh
a
my
chick.
gosh. And there's like a minimum number you have to buy, right?
Yeah, it depends on the website. There's some websites that, minimum of two. I found a website today that has there's tons of different varieties of peacocks, and minimum order is 8.
Really?
But larger
But they have
variety,
like different colors of
different
peacocks.
colors of peacock, different species. They have some ultra rare. If you have kids nowadays, like you understand everything is a collectible and everything's ultra rare.
Yeah, I've got the ultra rare one.
So, yeah, so they're expensive. Yeah, so that's why we probably need to put a lid on the chicken enclosure.
Oh, so they wouldn't fly out.
Yes, they won't fly out and get eaten.
Yeah. So how many are you going to get then?
Well, I don't know which company I'm ordering from yet.
Oh.
Somewhere between 2 and 8.
How many peacocks should we get? Has anybody had any experience with peacocks, and
Yes,
what
Lori.
the mortality rate of peacocks is? Like, how many should you get?
I don't know. Lori, I do. An all white one would be beautiful.
But if it snows, it's gone.
this
You'll never find it again.
This one website that I found, they have the silver ones, the white ones, the pied, which is like a blue and a white combo. There's a purple peacock, and they had some camel peacocks, which are like a brown and white. Really pretty.
Mhm.
So that one would also blend in with our natural brown habitat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what kind we end up getting. And you don't get to pick. Like, it's just you either order from like the common varieties or from the ultra rare varieties, and you get a mix.
Yeah, it's kind of
So,
goofy.
yeah.
Mark asked if his tip on keeping hydraulic fluid flow working. It actually does work if you connect your input and output and just let the hydraulic fluid circulate. Then usually it doesn't freeze up, but it still gets pretty damn cold. So I always have trouble with hydraulics in the
Greg
cold weather.
said buy a herd of peacocks.
A herd of
The
peacocks.
problem is the peacocks have babies,
And
and
then
then
you have
you
more than a herd.
do have a herd.
Our
So,
old peacock never had babies.
I mean, we had one peahen that laid it. Well, I've had a couple peahens that laid a nest, but they never successfully hatched anything.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, you could try McMurray hatchery.
I checked them.
No comment?
No, they didn't have any chicks on their website. Just like young pairs, $600 for a pair.
Oh my gosh.
So that ain't happening. I'll take my
Wow.
chances with the chicks.
Are you going to get more ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no ducks right now. I have 3 geese. I don't think the peacocks are any messier, Steve, than like ducks and geese. Like, they're the worst. Peacocks are noisy. I'd say that's the one drawback. Although it's okay.
Mhm.
They're not as noisy as guineas. But I don't think the peacock's really messy. Ducks and geese are messy with water.
Yeah.
They're horribly hard to like when you have them in like brooders and when they're like young and you have to keep them dry or they'll freeze. Peacock's gonna be. We've never raised a peacock chick though,
True.
so
Would be
hopefully by Ranch Roundup there's some peacocks.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Ranch Roundup since you brought it up.
All right.
Ranch Roundup is coming up August 24th, 2019. That would be this year. And your chance to come and visit the ranch, hang out with us for the day. We still have tickets left, but not many.
Not many.
They are going fast. And
Nurse Tammy let us know it's 203 days away.
it is. And if you are, I think I said this in the herd report, but if you're still wondering if you're going to come, maybe you're not, it might be time to pull the trigger because they are going fast.
Yeah, almost every day we sell some.
Yeah, there's tickets going every single day. So we have, last I checked, we had 40 some tickets left or something like that. So
All right.
they are going fast. So if you're interested in coming and hanging out with us for the day, tickets are really cheap. They're $25. They're just to cover the cost of the event. You get to have dinner
Yes.
right here with meat, beef and pork right off the ranch.
Beef.
Beef, we're doing beef.
We're doing hamburgers.
Okay, I didn't know if you were doing that pulled pork thing you wanted to do.
We're probably gonna have hamburgers and hot dogs from the store. Just to let you know.
Hamburger from here.
Hamburger from here, hot dogs from the store. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can get some locally made hot dogs or
I
something.
don't know anybody that has locally made hot dogs. Let's just crush their hopes and dreams right now.
Oh my gosh, we're trying to get people to come hang out, and you're like, yeah, it's not going to be any fun at all. We're mostly just going to sit around.
Hamburgers. We just don't get hot dogs made,
Mhm.
and like our pork goes super fast, and I just can't like. I guess I can talk to them about hot dogs. I don't even know if they make hot dogs.
Oh, you're talking about Sturgis?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
we get them processed. So.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
I
find
don't
out.
know.
But yeah, we're going to have some food. from the ranch, hopefully.
You bring home food from the ranch and the gardens.
We are going
And
to,
carrot cake.
and carrot cake that Erin makes, and everything's gonna be made right here on the ranch. We're also gonna have some fun and hang out. We're gonna have a live stream as part of it. We're gonna do a live stream in front of a live live shop audience, and we're gonna just have a lot of fun, hang out, and get to know each other. The girls are gonna set up a lemonade stand. I heard about that today. We have Wyoming Fish and Game is coming out to hang out with us. They're going to bring a bunch of stuff. The Rockpile Museum has now said they are going to come out as well, bring out a bunch of historical stuff about Gillette in this area, and we'll be able to check that out. Trying to see if they'll bring out some cannonballs cannonballs that were found here on the ranch. Supposedly they have some.
Well, not so much on the ranch. I mean, in the area.
Right.
They don't know really what location they were found.
No, but yeah. Anyway, you're just like a burster
I know,
of my
that's
bubbles
my
today. From Matt DeHewitt, how well do the high tunnels hold up during the winter? Do you leave the vinyl up year round?
They're doing great. Thank you for the super chat. We switched to a different type of plastic. It's like 11.2 mil instead of 6 mil, and it's a woven plastic, and so it's almost like a tarp. And it's a little bit less light transmission, but they are not tearing. They are not rubbing. There's a few spots just down on the very, very bottom. There's a little tiny bit of rubbing where hardware kind of rubs, and
Yeah, you have to tape it.
and we always think we have everything taped and then stuff just happens, but like along the wiggle wire, which is always where I have problems, they are doing great. So far so good. We've had some wind too. I mean, we had a good 24 hours of it above 30 miles an hour.
30, 40, gusting
And
up to like 60. Yeah.
and it did. I haven't checked super close. Did you walk the high tunnels
Yeah,
today?
it all looks good.
Everything's
They look
great.
fine. Snow is coming off of them just fine, and it seems to be working out.
If
Mike-
you live in a windy area and you're doing a greenhouse or a high tunnel, I would highly recommend woven plastic.
Yeah, it seems to work pretty well. So, Mike Wilder, anybody have it tonight's eye roll count? That would be Matt. He keeps track of that. So, and hey, I didn't respond to Show Ranch's email. You know
That's
how
because you
many
guys send
emails I
so
get?
many emails
Yeah.
anymore.
It's crazy. I get a lot of emails. It does take time to even go back and go through them, but I do read every single email that comes through and every single comment and everything else. But I do have trouble
will-
sometimes getting back to everybody.
Honestly say though, we posted on Facebook the other day, like what temperature it was here, and the wind chill was like 8 below.
Yeah, but you asked, what's
and
the
I
temperature
asked
where
like,
you're
what's
at?
I don't even think I read all of them. Like, there's too many, and there was just a lot, and they came in like super fast, and just like they're still going. People are still commenting, which I appreciate. Thank you. That helps us on Facebook. Interaction is great. I think we do go through, and between the two of us, we like them as they kind of come in. So I know I missed some,
Yeah.
but one of us read them.
So I'm going to take a quick peek here. There are 441 people here, and there are 240 likes. Do me a favor and hit that like button, and I'll tell you why. Because if you like videos like this, other people that like the same kind of videos you like, this video could be suggested to them or one of our videos. And it's just a great way to show YouTube what you like, and also be able to share what you like with other people. So make sure that you listen to Bill, the Tractor Man's advice, and hit that like button. East, west, north, south for the tunnels, where are they oriented?
Depends where you are at in your latitude. We go east-west.
Okay.
If you're northern part of the country, east-west. Southern part of the country, north-south.
Right.
Check with your local extension agent or look online.
Yep.
Yeah, east-west here.
For Mark, would you ever consider getting a second windmill? I'm guessing you're talking about the wind generator. You know, it's not a bad thing. It did take 10 years to pay for itself. It still hasn't paid for itself at this point.
Almost.
It's pretty
we got
close.
that, 2009. So this year.
This year it'll pay for itself. It does about $100 worth of power per month, and depending if it's a good windy month. And yeah, it took a long time to pay for itself. So
And it's not like we've been tracking it. That's an estimation of when it will pay for itself.
right.
It's
Well,
not
that's what
like-
they told us when we bought it. It
Yeah.
would take 10 years to pay for itself.
That's an estimation.
And that was 10 years ago, 9 years ago,
Yeah.
when power rates were probably cheaper too.
True.
So maybe it takes longer to pay for itself now. I don't know. So, where was I?
I don't know. What's on your sheet?
What's on my sheet? Let's talk about our email here really quick. Oh crap, where'd it go? I lost it. I printed out an email that I wanted to check with you about.
Oh,
This email is from Cora. Says, thank you. You thank us every time I see you on YouTube and in your herd report. And I do thank people because I do appreciate everybody, whether you're coming to the live streams or you're checking out our videos or you're reading the herd report or listening to the podcast. I do appreciate every single little thing that you guys do for us. So that's why I say thank you.
Yeah.
People do get annoyed though. Like I've said thank you to people and I've actually gotten yelled at. Don't thank me, it should, whatever. And it's kind of the same thing here. It is I who thank you for you and your family, letting me see a part of your family's life. Even though I'm not a Patreon yet, I enjoyed watching your family and thank you. I wish I had Erin's energy.
I sat on the chair today for like a couple hours.
You held down that chair though. That chair did not go anywhere. Yeah.
You guys see 30 minutes of our lives.
Well,
live stream
you see more than that. You actually you get 30 minutes, but it takes hours sometimes to film one episode. So
and there's not
whatever
like
you call them.
breaks in the middle or anything. I mean, but sometimes it's like I got to go to town and I'll be back and we'll pick back up. But yeah, I mean, I think we just work.
There's a cat
Oh,
here.
there's a cat. This is Lucy. We work until the job is done, and I didn't have anything to do this afternoon, so I enjoyed sitting in the chair and I made a cup of coffee, and yeah, I mean, so it just depends.
You got a chance to hang out.
Yeah.
We got a few minutes left. Let's answer the questions here
You know
really
that
quick.
black cats are the least likely to be adopted because they don't photograph well for Instagram.
Is this true?
It's like a real thing. Do you think she's bad luck? Black cats, bad luck.
She crosses my path about 50 times a day, so.
We're still here. So go adopt a black cat. She
Yeah.
came from our chicken house. She hates us, by the way.
This one? Yeah, she was actually, I
She's
found
like
her,
so scared.
I found her in the chicken house when she was about this big. And
I mean, like
she was
fit,
small.
like in our hand.
And the chickens were trying to kill her.
Yeah.
They didn't like her. Hey, don't bite me.
Yeah.
She was hanging out in there. I don't know how she got in there. But see, she's trying to bite me. This is
She
this cat.
hates us.
Then I saved her life. I brought her in the house, and then you
She's
said
the
she can
meanest
stay in the
cat.
house, and she's the meanest cat you've
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
All she does is want to bite me all the time. So she can go away.
Bye, Lucy.
Let's see. Let's answer some more questions. What type of heat do you use? We're propane. Pretty much all the way around.
Yeah. You need to bring me the propane slip so we can figure out how much that bill is.
Yeah, another bill on
Just
the way.
got propane the other day.
What kind of hay do you feed? We feed it's mostly pasture grass. There's some alfalfa mix in there.
And millet.
And millet hay. I've been feeding that this year as well. Chase asks how's your B&B going? It's still there. I really haven't had that much time to work on it. I need to get appliances in. We do have appliances. I need to get them all changed out. I have some old like junk in there that I got to get pulled out and get the new ones put in, new countertops, figure out what to do with that. And what else do I have to do? The ceiling in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we need to furnish it.
Yeah. So
I
that's,
think,
we're not too far off.
no, we just need some time, and we got some people coming to help us next month.
Yeah, we'll put them to work.
Make a project list.
Robin wants to know what you feed the chickens. Most of the time they get lay pellets.
Chicken food.
Yeah, they get just regular lay
Lay
pellets.
pellets.
Occasionally we'll feed scratch, and then Erin also likes to get the flock blocks
Yeah,
every
and
once in a while.
in the summertime, and ideally when they can free range and we don't have a fox or a badger, they eat outside chicken stuff. And then it's veggie scraps from the garden. They're great at
And they are.
taking stuff that after I wash and pick off the dead beet leaves and leftover stuff. They'll clean it right up. So yeah.
Exactly. There was a question I just saw and I missed it. How many people does it take to run your ranch? You're looking at it. Yeah, that's pretty
Mostly
much it.
you.
Well, Erin, if you're talking about running the ranch, which is you're that. You run the ranch.
My mom has some
I
input once in a
work the
while.
ranch.
I don't run the ranch. I mean, my mom occasionally
Occasionally has input.
She
Yeah.
takes care of the bills. I mean, you do the labor.
Mhm.
I occasionally help. I do
It's
my
a-
garden
It's a
thing.
small team.
I do my garden thing. You occasionally help with that. You don't have to build a high tunnel this year?
No, I don't. Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Zach
But you have
asked.
to build a chicken run.
I do have to build a chicken run. Zach asked if we're going to expand the herd. Probably not this year, but we are looking at buying some heifers, some bred heifers maybe this fall. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Mike and I hope our herd has kind of dwindled in size because we have a herd, our kids all have cows, they each have 5 cows, and then my mom obviously has cows. Ours is kind of dwindling, and some of ours are getting older. So, I mean, on now, we'll buy like 5, but we'll probably buy some bred heifers.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. There was a question about the bale spear. I'm still waiting for my new spear to get here. You can weld the old bale spear, but it's going to break again. They're actually they're made out. I think they're cast iron or something like. They're made out of some sort of cast.
It's like a solid piece of.
Yeah. It's not just like steel. It's weird. If you looked at it, I should have shown it better in the video.
I'll put it on Facebook tomorrow.
When they get here.
We'll take a picture of the broken one and I'll put it on Facebook.
Yeah, we can do that.
Did you talk about it in the herd report?
No, I talked about it in the Tuesday video briefly. Yeah, because I was moving bales with the forks instead of the spear.
Bill the tractor man says it's usually a hardened spring steel.
There we go, hardened spring steel. Yeah, it's weird. And I've had that one for a good 2 years.
I think even longer than that.
It might have been. And the more bales you haul around, sometimes you get a bale that's off center, and then it bends, and it bends, and it bends, and eventually it breaks. So I did find some really, really nice, a lot cheaper than the John Deere ones online. So why don't you use the grapple for moving bales? Because the grapple, it's not bad for moving bales when you're feeding. But if you're moving or stacking bales or anything like that, that grapple is going to tear the net wrap.
Or break strings.
Whatever, however it's held together. So usually I don't use the grapples if I don't have to. And even when you go out and feed, sometimes you use the grapples, and when you go to cut off net wrap, then it doesn't come off all in one piece because now you've torn the net wrap, and it's kind of a giant pain. So
you prefer the spear.
I prefer the spear. Yeah. Even though everybody yells at me and says how dangerous the spear is, but
it's not pointy.
No.
It's rounded.
It's rounded. If you walked into it really, really hard, it would hurt. But yeah.
I mean, in theory, you could do some damage. If zombie apocalypse happens.
I've been using it for years. I've never ran into a cow with it.
No.
So I think I'm okay. From JB Well, love the channel, guys. Keep it up. Mike, are you from Wyoming? I am not. I was originally born and raised in Montana and moved down here. So
I'm from
ended
Gillette.
up here. Erin's from
Gillette.
She was born right here in town.
Where we have our farmers market, I'm from across the street. I was born in that new hospital in '82, very shortly after it opened. What year was the hospital built?
78, I think.
Yeah.
So
brand new hospital.
Yep.
Then we had our kids in essentially the same room with no upgrades. So
it was kind of the same room, wasn't it? That's pretty funny.
With no upgrades.
All right, we're running a little bit late, but I wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Yes, we do have tornadoes up here. They're pretty rare. They're pretty small usually, and they tend to only aim for trailer parks.
F1s and F2s.
Yeah,
we did have an F3 this summer, and that was super rare. So it was ultra rare.
Yeah, very true. All right.
Alan, yes, there's hoodies on Amazon or our website. So
are there hoodies on Amazon?
Yeah, there's Amazon.
There's hoodies on Teespring, I think.
I thought there's hoodies on Amazon too.
There might be. I don't know.
If you go to our website, you can find hoodies with this logo.
Yeah.
Soon to come, the new
logo.
And wouldn't it be cool if we could have the animated logo on a t-shirt?
You could. You'd have to wear like an iPad
on
on their chest. We'll just tape an iPad to somebody's chest, and then they could have the animated logo.
So at the Ranch Roundup, who wants to be that person?
Oh, yeah. Who wants to wear this on their chest? That didn't work at all. Hold on, let me try it again. There we go. I would wear that on my chest.
And a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh yeah, so you gotta have the speaker too.
You have the music.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Mark. Mark, your package is on the way. Congratulations, you were the $250 winner of our $150 winner of the prize pack. So that is on the way to you. And I want to thank our moderators tonight for doing their thing. We have a brand new moderator, Carl. Big and Rush has been hanging out with us tonight, and he's been learning the ropes on how to moderate, learning from the master, Mr. Matt Fensel. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Stay warm. If you don't have to be outside, don't. I think that's probably the best advice that you can give. Make sure you hit that like button. And
Send us all your license plates, old, new. It doesn't matter if we already have that state. Send us your other, we'll take, it's not like it's an exclusive.
yeah, if you're, I have a lot of Wisconsins. I have a lot of everything. So
Yeah.
feel free to, you can send those to P.O. Box 667, Gillette, Wyoming 82717. You can also send your fan letters there or whatever else you want to send.
Buy your honey, some honey from our website.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It's almost Valentine's Day.
Oh, buy your honey some honey. Gosh, you're smart. All right, guys, have a great night. And we'll see you on Sunday with a brand new video, Sunday morning, 7 a.m.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Ranch Talk Live. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Special thanks to our moderators and the members of the Barn Owls, our special advisory group that helps us behind the scenes. If you'd like more from the ranch, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on our weekly podcast, Beyond the Ranch, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Don't forget to check out All Things Agriculture, a special Facebook group where you can ask questions and learn about agriculture all over the world. Until we see you again on Sunday, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.